everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to show you guys how I'm decorating up these liquid soap dispensers, containers. I don't know what I want to call it there, but yeah, I got this one. I love the smell of this. I got this at Dollar Tree, and I always usually buy the, you know, more expensive ones with the pretty decorations on them for holidays, you know, the foaming soap, whatever. But you know what, this year we're going to save some money and we're going to make these into some really pretty holiday containers you can do for any time of the year. So let me flip you over here so I can show you guys what I did. It's really simple, easy peasy. Here we go, let's get down here. There. Let me get my glasses on and I can see what I'm doing. Alright, I got lotion on my hands, so I'm going to have to scrub this thing off with some alcohol. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to peel off this label on the front, which, if your hands don't have hand lotion on them, come off very, very easy. There we go. So you're going to peel this off of here, just like so. Comes off really easy. I can't guarantee any other ones do as easy as that. We're going to take this piece here, and we're going to glue it. You can glue it on a piece of cardstock, whatever you have. And I'm just going to glue that down on here. And then what you're going to do, this is just a little index card, but then what you're going to do is just cut it out around the edge of, you know, so you can get the same design, which I already have a couple cut out here. I don't know why. Oh, I have two. I have an extra. I did the front and the back, and you know, if you want to leave that on there, you can. But this is just so much fun. So anyway, let me get this one off here. And then we're going to take a little bit of alcohol and clean this up. Come on. There we go. And luckily these just peel off really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol. Got this at Dollar Tree too. Or you could use Windex, whatever. You just want to make sure you have, you know, any oils or anything that have been on here. Or if any of the soap happened to leak out or whatever. Just make sure it's nice and clean because you don't want anything on there. So that should be good. So we're going to set that over there. Move this out of my way. I always just keep this here for any like glass or projects that I'm doing. So here's one that I did, and I'm going to show you. This is the one I did for fall. It is so simple. That's the back. That's the front. And yeah, it's just, I love this paper. This paper actually came out of one of the paper pads I think I got from, I think this came from Michael's years ago. Or it may have come from Peachy Cheap when they had a special. I don't know, but it has all these pretty little things. You can find these like at Michael's Hobby Lobby and stuff, these cute little paper pads. And I love the small ones because you know what? You don't always need a big piece of paper. Now this one I'm going to do from this paper pack here that I got with all these pretty papers in. This came from Temu. It was $3.79. I will put the number up there in case anybody wants to look this up. I got this, I don't remember, a long time ago. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. But, so I'm going to use that. And then this paper pad here, yeah, this one's from Michael's. And that's what I'm going to use this as a contrasting color on this too. So just kind of brings it out a little bit more. All right. So now my birds are going to get loud. First thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out where you want this pattern here and what I want on here. Let's see. I really want that cookie on here. So we're going to cut that there, but I want to leave enough room to put something on the back. All right. Definitely want that cookie. So we're just going to trace around this with a pen. Hopefully I can see this okay. Yeah, I think so. Just trace that out. Easy peasy with your little pattern. There we go. And then we'll just, actually, I don't know if I can do this with two, can I? I might be able to get away with that. If I fold that over, I could cut them both out at the same time. Yep, I can. Okay, good. Save some time. We're going to cut both sides out at the same time. So here we're just going to cut this around our, I can't see, pattern here. This one got real close to the edge. It's all right. just want to cut your ink, the line that you made. You just want to cut that off. You don't want to see that. So we're going to cut that off. And then this gets a little bit rounded. And that goes straight across there. And there we go. Oops, I did not get my ink line off. All right, there we go. And there you go. That's just that easy. So now we have our patterns. Yeah, this one's going on the back. So I want this cookie right in the front. So now we're going to take these two pieces and we are going to take this. Oh my birds, why do they wait until I'm videoing to get loud? My husband's probably home. I don't need an alarm system in this house. If a car pulls in or somebody walks down the sidewalk, that's what Rosie does. All right, anyway, I'll cut this out off camera that way and get them to calm down a little bit. I know most people don't mind, but some people do not like hearing my birds in the background. So anyway, I'm taking some of this. I got these at Dollar Tree, these tape runners. I'm just going to put a couple lines down here just to hold it on where I want. We're going to stick that on here. And then same thing with this one. This is my front. You don't need anything special. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our scissors and cut just, I don't know, probably like not even 1/4 of an inch, but you know, just enough to make a border on here. It just makes it pop a little bit better. I didn't want to cut that low. Wonder if I can get that to hide that. Well, you know what? This is the back, so we're not going to get too fussy. I did not cut that one very well. Anyway, it's going to be in the back. That's all there is to it. All right, and then we're just going to go down around here, and I'll cut the other one off camera till these guys settle down out there, because the dogs should start next. All right. And there you go. And then you have this. I guess I got it nice and even. There we go. And that will be, you have a nice little backing on there. All right, so I'm going to go out. Yep, my husband's definitely home because I hear him and I hear my birds and they're going cuckoo. All right, so I'm going to cut this one out off camera here, and then when I get that done, we'll come back and put these on. All right, I got both of those cut out. Now we're going to take this packing tape here. This is actually, it's carton sealing tape. I got it at Dollar Tree. This label was actually on the outside. I had to take it off to get to the tape, but I don't know if you can see it. There it is. It's just called carton sealing tape. It's 2.83 inches by 100 yards. So you can make a million of these with this one thing of packing tape. Or what are they calling it? Carton sealing tape. All right, so we're going to take a piece of this. Always fold your end over because you'll lose them. Ugh. So what I'm going to do here actually is set my wire cutters down here. And then we're going to take our image and then we're going to kind of bend it. Set it down on the tape like so, and then just kind of flatten it out. That way you don't get any bubbles underneath. All right, so now we're going to cut that off of here. There, and I'm going to fold my piece of tape over so I don't lose the end. Okay, so now that we make sure that we have this down nice, then we're just going to cut some of this excess tape off. See how nice and shiny it looks now when it's sealed in there? It's almost like laminated. You're going to cut like about a 1/4 inch away, or maybe 1/2 inch. Whatever you choose. Ugh. I don't know why I picked up these scissors and used before to make my other one, because these are my, oh, I'm getting stuck. See, it's getting sticky. These are my good scissors. But for some reason I grabbed these and now they're all sticky. But that's all right. Yeah, if you don't want to use your good scissors for this because you're cutting this sticky tape. And I have stuff stuck on here now. Oh, what a mess. All right. Anyway, you just want to cut that, trim that off, because you don't want a real lot. You want enough to make sure it's going to stick on there, but you just don't want a ton of extra because it's not going to lay nice. It won't. There's a lot of different little curves in these bottles. If you can see them, how they curve, like around the edge here, they have little funky curves. So you don't want to go too far over, otherwise it's not going to lay nice and flat. Okay, so let's get the rest. I got to get a different pair of scissors. These are not working out for me here. All right, there we go. And get that off of there. Just trim that down a little bit. And I think that ought to do it. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're really not even going to see this tape. So if it's not cut exactly perfect, no worries. Okay, and now we are just going to put this on here. Make sure we have it exactly where we want it before we stick our tape down. I think that looks pretty good. Are we even here? Almost. Let go. It kind of is like a bump in the middle, so you can kind of set this on here and really play around with it until you... Oh, had it where I wanted it. Play around with it until you have it exactly where you want it. Come on now. All right, I think that's good right there. We're going to stick this bottom down here so it doesn't move on me anymore. And then just push your edges down. And you're going to want to go around them again just to make sure it's stuck nice. I like to take my nail and make sure I got it right along the edge of this thing to make sure they're sticking down good. Try to get, I got a wrinkle there. Oh well, that's all right. There you go. And that's it. Look how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the back one on because it's going to be done the exact same way. I'm just going to pull my tape out, stick it down, and cut this baby out. Get my things here. And then after I get that cut out, I'll come back and show you how I decorate the rest of it. All right, I got them on. Both sides are on there now. This one, I got a couple little wrinkles in the tape. I mean, if you want to be perfect, just take it off and put another piece on there. Well, you have to redo your whole thing. But I mean, you can just redo it if it doesn't come out really great. But that's fine for me. I think this one's going to go in my bathroom for Christmas time. All right, so now I wanted to add a little more to it, so I'm going to take some of this jute string, and we're going to start in the back here. And which way do I want to go? I think I want to go this way, be easier. All right, so we're going to start in the back, add a little bit of hot glue down here to get started, and you're going to need to go all the way around for this first row with your hot glue, just so it holds it in place. And then it gets really easy. Come on, hand, let's go. Steady as we go. There, get that on there. This stuff sticks real good to this plastic. There. Just trying to make sure I have it somewhat even. All right, we get that extra glue off of there too. All right, now we're going to go over here and then up just a little bit to go to our next row here. And then the next rows, we are just going to spin this thing around and keep going because those will stay in place. Whoops, wait till it cools off. Those will stay in place nice down there, and then that will hold these up here, and then all we have to do is glue our last piece that we have on here. So we're just going to spin this bottle around. We're playing spin the bottle. And let's see, come on, we're getting to the top. My other one I could have put another row, so I'm trying to get this one up a little bit higher. All right, so now for here we're going to want to add a little bit more glue, Does that make sense? Yep. And where did I start? That's the front, so this is obviously the back. So we're going to want to glue this down good. Then we're just going to cut that off. My scissors will cut now that I've taped them. Yeah, not well. All right, let me get that little end down. And that's that for that. It's just so easy. So that's how the top looks now. And then I'm going to take a piece of this. Try to take a longer piece this time. I cut one before and it was so hard to work with because they were short. I'm going to double it. And we're going to make a cute little bow to go on here. And then I have a cute little snowflake to put in the middle of this one. So I just take these two, double it. It's just easier to work with it when it's longer. Just wrap that around my thumb and then tuck that in. And that makes a nice little bow, and your little things will all be going the same way, your tails. Ugh. I don't want this real big, but I want it big enough. I think that's good right there. And I'm just going to cut these tails off because I don't want them to hang down too far. Oh, I think that'll be good right there. I'm going to glue off my finger. All right. So we're just going to glue that right here. Are we in the center? Close. Before you dry, let me move you. There we go. So there's our jute string bow. That's going to go right there. And I got to get a one of my little snack bags to store these in. These are the little snowflakes that I got from Temu, and that is the number on Focus. Anybody wants to check those out? They have all kinds. If you just look up flat back snowflakes, these will pop up. They're just real pretty. I love these little snowflakes. All right, so we're just going to stick that right in the middle, and I'm hoping my battery's going to hang on here till I'm done. It's almost dead. All right, let's get this on here. And there is our Christmas one. I mean, isn't that just so easy and so pretty? Who needs to buy those expensive fancy soaps? We don't. But there we go. I have that one for Christmas. We have this pretty one here for fall, and I'm going to get some more of these, and I'm going to make some more of these to put around my house because I just absolutely love them. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.